This is Marcus Ruiz with ECP-TV, and we're going to be going over some of the conspiracies. And this is from the Pew Research. So we're not going to be going over conspiracies per se, but we're going to be going over what people believe in the U.S. and do they believe in the conspiracies or do they not believe in the conspiracies. So the first graphic we're going to be seeing is about after 3 months, fewer Americans very closely follow COVID-19 news. So depending on where you fall in the conspiracy, you just don't believe it anymore, you don't want to see it, and people are getting burned out. So back in March, between March and April, about 51 to 57% of people were watching the news about it, about the outbreak very closely. And then in the beginning of May, it dropped down to 46, and around June, it dropped down to 39. And this information is pulled from the Pew Research Center, and I have the link below if you want to see about it, and it's going to be from the journal.com, I believe. It's from journalism.org, and there are 9 slides, and I picked 4 of the slides. If you notice the next slide, it says growing share of Americans, particularly Republicans, say the outbreak has been exaggerated. Also, I'm curious about what you think, so put down in the area below in the comment section. Please let me know. Do you believe that it's been exaggerated? Do you believe it's not true? What are your opinions on it? So according to Pew Research, April 20th to June 20th, 47% has grown to 63% as far as U.S. adults that are neither leaning Republican or Democrats, which is approximately about 60% of the population. 29 to 38%. Now 38% believe that it's exaggerated. Doesn't mean that they believe it's a lie, they just believe the numbers are not where they should be. And Democrats has also grown by 4% from 14 to 18%. And this is over a 1-month span that more people are not believing about the outbreak, that they believe that the numbers are exaggerated. So, moving on to the next slide. Republicans are more likely than Democrats to say discerning the truth in COVID-19 has become harder. Do you think it's become harder? Comment down below. All U.S. adults, according to all U.S. adults, neither leaning Republican or Democrat, they say 38% of it's harder to identify the truth. As far as 30% thinks it's easier to identify, and 31%, either way, they see no change. It's the same, just as hard or just as easy to find out. So, what do you believe? Do you think it's easier to identify the truth through the news? Republican leaning, 47% say it's harder to find out what's true and false, and according to Democrat, 31% believe that it's harder to find. So even Democrats are finding that it's harder to discern what is true and what's not true. Going down, seeing more partisan viewpoints in the news about the outbreak. According to all U.S. adults, 41% says that they're seeing it's more bias, and 22% says seeing fewer partisan viewpoints. So people are being non-biased. Don't know which one's right, but we're moving on. Now the last slide here. Americans who often get COVID-19 news from social media are more likely to hear claim that the outbreak was planned. Have you heard about pandemic? If so, comment below. And I will also try to put a link below about pandemic. So according to people, it says among those people who get the news about COVID-19 on social media, 30% hear about pandemic a lot. 50% say they hear about it a little bit. Less than often, so they've heard about it but not too much, 15%, and heard about it a little bit, 53%. So it seems like a lot of people have heard about pandemic and watched it. But as far as the bottom part where it says percentage of U.S. adults who said they've watched all or some of the pandemic video, so often who watched all of it, 7%, and watched a little bit of it. It's a very long video. I didn't watch all of it. 9%. So 17% watched some portion of the pandemic video. Personally, I believed it. I went through it. I didn't have to go any further in the video because I didn't think it was garbage, and I didn't want to know or be sickened anymore by it being planned. So I just moved on to other subjects. And again, this has all been done through the Pew Research, all 4 of these slides, and they were done from June 4th to June 10th on 2020 this year. It can be any other year, but in the link below we will have the link to where we got these slides, and there's 5 other slides, and keep on doing your own research. So again, this is Marcus from ECP-TV, and have a nice time, and remember to like and subscribe, share us with your friends. Okay, bye for now.